on the 16th of May 2014, I was reporting on the results of the general elections of 2014. Narendra Modi became Prime Minister. 11 days later, somebody called Omar Abdullah at about 11 o'clock in the evening put out a tweet, and he said, can I read out the tweet? Usman Majid, Sarfaraz Wani, I hope you will not, your blood pressure won't go up. He said, mark my words and save this tweet. Mark my words and save this tweet. Long after the Narendra Modi government is a distant memory, either Jammu and Kashmir will not be a part of India, or Article 370 will still exist. Now Article 370 does not exist. Jammu and Kashmir is fully integrated as a part of India. And what do I say about Omar Abdullah? Quietly he has gone in his car with security provided by the central government, met the Prime Minister and accepted that the Kashmir policy was the greatest one. Even Ghulam Nabi Azad, who said that the BJP has murdered the Constitution of India, he said that on 5th August, is quietly sitting there and agreeing that the BJP policy was fantastic. He said, we have murdered the Constitution of India. He said, Jammu Kashmir ka tukda tukda kar diya. Mr. Usman Majid, you hear me? These are the statements they made then. Smita.
Arnab,
yes, Sarfaraz.
Can I come on
yes,
this?
Please, Sarfaraz. Yeah, please.
Arnab, don't see what was done. See the mannerism in which it was done. Don't go by this, that 370 was done away with unconstitutionally by the Bajpa government, and now you are...
I am not saying at all it was unconstitutional. I think the removal of Article 370 is the greatest thing ever done.
In which it was done.
No, I don't want to use that history.
And regarding
who's looking back?
Prime Minister.
Who's looking back?
Not at all.
No, I'm talking about today. I'm talking about today. Today, Prime Minister and Home Minister met the people who according to them were traitors, who according to them were Pakistani agents, who according to them were financed by Pakistan, who according to all of you media people were Gufkar gang.
No, I'm sorry. Did Omar Abdullah, was he brought in handcuffs?
Why?
Was Omar Abdullah brought in handcuffs, or did he come on his own?
Why?
Sorry, no, 1 minute.
Why?
No, Smita, what do you mean why? Was Omar Abdullah brought in handcuffs? He came on his own, he wanted to be there.
Why were they invited?
Why were they invited? Why did they come?
You wanted, BJP government wanted to sideline. BJP government wanted to sideline and put up those people who will place their narrative.
Gilani,
who will place their narrative. But
invited?
they failed it. They failed to dislodge them. They failed to dislodge them. They failed to dislodge the mainstream political parties in Kashmir. They failed to dislodge the mainstream political space in Kashmir. And now once they have failed, they have no other option than to come and invite them.
For many of us who have seen humiliating pictures of the Hurriyat meeting with Advani or Yasin Malik meeting with Manmohan Singh when they were prime ministers, today the 14 Kashmiri leaders discussing the future of the state with the Indian Prime Minister minus the Hurriyat.
According to Bajpa, they said that they are radicalizing mullahs. So my point is, why did you meet them then? When they were radicalizing mullahs,
it is an attempt to apply band-aid and the bitterness of the politics of Kashmir. Understood. Abrogation of 370 was never going to be easily accepted by leaders who have been entrenched in the political process for a long time. They have been in jail, many of them in solitary confinement for over a year. In spite of that, they came in hunchback or sitting straight. But they were there discussing the future of the state. This meeting has given hope because they seem to be able to have got over their differences within the Gupkar group as well as with the government. What they came and said outside the posturing, of course they will have to do that because they have their constituencies in mind. But they also know that they have to go beyond demanding restoration of 370, statehood, 335A, talk to Pakistan, talk to China. All these are posturings. They also realize that now political normalcy means restoration of political normalcy means elections and delimitation.